Understanding by design is an educational planning framework, but it's different because when you're doing the planning, instead of starting from the beginning and working towards the end, you think of what you want the children to learn and design the end product, and then you plan backwards.
So we'll try to think what will be the teaching strategies that we have to implement to reach to that point.
When we start a unit, the first thing we do is a pre-assessment to gauge what the children already know about the topic. It could be an oral activity, it might be something written, and then from what the teacher gets from that, the unit and what they're going to learn could change.
Time's up.
Traditionally, there is a test at the end, and if you don't do well in that test, that's it. But with formative assessment, there are little assessments on the way so that the teacher and the student themselves can see where they are, how close am I to the learning objective, do I need to ask my teacher for more help?
Sometimes they give you a paper and it says, you can explain to other people what's this, that, something, and there's faces.
She gives us like these cards that has like a little pin in it, and they would say words, and there would be a drawing of a green face that would say I'm sure, a yellow face that's I'm more or less there, and it's a red face that's like a squiggly sad face and saying that I'm not sure I can do this.
And all of this gives the teacher information as to where exactly that child is. And then the teacher adjusts or suggests something slightly different to help that child in a different way to meet the learning objective.
Also, the end assessments that they do, they call them end of unit rich assessment tasks. So rather than just giving them a test, we try to give them a real life situation that they can transfer the skills into.
Let's take the example of traffic and road safety. You can't expect a 5 or a 6-year-old to sit a test and answer questions about road safety. Well, you get them outside, you get them on tricycles, and you can actually see if these children have acquired that learning or not.
Everyone, stop!
Another example of how children communicate learning can be through green screen technology. We had a climate summit in the classroom, so the students had been investigating different climate zones. They used green screen technology to kind of be scientists in the field, and all the students then dressed up in their best clothes with a tie and a jacket and stood at the podium, and they presented their documentaries in the field to each other, and then had to vote over which climate zone was going to get the support.
Se não é o trio da pesquisa traz um monte de valores.
Eu andei 5 anos na escola, nunca passei da segunda classe, não percebi nada do que o senhor me disse.
I think they see learning as fun. They see learning as just an enjoyable experience that they're having and something that they really want to get to the end of.
Also, when a child suddenly clicks, whether it's a 5-year-old, whether it's a 16-year-old, their face lights up. You can tell that suddenly they've got it. Suddenly they can do it. And those little light bulb moments, we count them too.